Welcome to Ramen Cook-Off. Today I would like to introduce to you how I make my ramens. We have two different types of ramens. Right here we have the Shin Ramen bought at, I believe, H Mart. A very typical spicy Korean ramen. I really like this, truly love it. It's so amazing. The other type we have is called Shin Ramen. This is also bought at H Mart. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. It was Mitsuwa. H Mart Mitsuwa. So with these two type of ramens, I would like to choose one. You know, considering that I am Japanese, I would like to go with the one that I bought at Mitsuwa. So I will be using this later. There's nothing wrong with this one. It's just this time I just really want to use this one. Now that we picked our ramen, we can go in here. This is the pantry section. It looks a little bit like a bathroom, but please do not worry about it. This is the pot we're going to be using to cook the ramen. So this has been in storage for a couple months now, so I'd like to rinse it. And when you rinse it, you really want to use hot water because you want to get all the bacteria out of it. So this is how it may not seem important, but the top is also very important to rinse off because the top can also have germs. It's kind of close, you know. It's a little bit close. If you want to back up a little bit. Okay. Now that we've rinsed it off, you just want to put in a little bit of water into it.
How much?
Enough so that the ramen floats.
You don't want to float too much because it'll turn soup. Because the water that we're going to boil it into soup. It's like steaming water. You don't want to make soup.
We understand. Okay, water.
I'm just trying to clarify for the people that may be a little slow. Anyway, put it in here. There is a maximum line and a minimum line. And I have put it right at the minimum line. Actually, you don't want to do that. You want to put a little bit
Actually, there's no line in there. There
is a line in there. You just got to look really, really hard.
There's a line in there. Look really hard. Okay, I want to line. So this is about a bit of water. And I'm going to boil this.
I'm going to step out of here.
Kitchen now.
And I take my Crocs off because I didn't want to step on the dirtiness of the pantry. And now we are in the kitchen. And because this is done in a college dorm, we don't have tables. However, we do have a lot of outlets. This is an extension course, so we can just put it in here. We're going to put it in here. Okay. So we're going to go to the highest one. And you hear it boiling? See, it's boiling.
Yes.
Okay, so while it's boiling, you don't want to waste any time because ramen is about fast, quick. And if you open the ramen pack, you will see that it has, of course, ramen, the hard ramen that's uncooked. That's the one that we'll be putting in here. This is the soup base, and this has all the spiciness in the world, so you want to be careful with it.
That's a lot.
That's a lot, exactly.
Right.
And this one is all the vegetable mix.
In the world?
In the world.
Okay.
So this one's a lot too.
Okay.
You really want to put in your vegetables because you're very limited in the stuff nutrients you eat in college life. Exactly.
What would be the benefits, though? Actually, are there any if you don't include it?
No. There isn't. Good question. Thank you so much. So, of course, and it's still boiling, so you really want to choose your bowl. And this time I'd like to use my new one. Actually, I still have to wash this.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't use a new one.
Okay, so this is the one I'm going to use. This is one of my favorite ones. It has a little birdie on it.
Right.
Okay, so as you can see, it is steaming hot.
It is.
You got to be careful when you're making ramen. Roll up your sleeves because you got to get ready into the fight. So you got to
Wait, is it a fight?
It is a fight. Just put this in there. Look at it. Look at it. It's floating a little bit. You can sink it down. See, there's just a little bit of layer of water on top. That's exactly the amount of water you want because this is the perfect amount of soup you will get. And of course, there are people who want to put the leftover little crunchies in there, but I personally don't like the little ones because they're ugly. So I
don't think we should discriminate.
It's not a discrimination, it's a fact. Okay, it's really boiling, so I'm gonna have to put in this soup base now. So this is all the spiciness in the world, so I'm just gonna put all of it in.
Wait, should you put all of it if it's all the spiciness in the world?
I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I really want to. I like challenge, so I'm gonna put everything in there. You also want to put some vegetable mix in there because
some or all?
Actually, all of them because you really want all the vegetables in the world.
Okay.
It's a lot of green. It looks pretty green. Yep. And you just kind of like tap it in there. Are you starting to smell it? It smells so amazing. That's why I love this ramen because it's really quick and to the point. It doesn't require a lot of preparation for it. So all we have to do now is just really wait. You would usually wait for about maybe 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how hard you want your noodles to be. I like mine perfect.
Sorry, that's not a hardness of a noodle.
Yes, yes it is. It's not too soft, it's not too hard. It's perfect.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
That's why it's perfect.
Got it.
I love
there's a lot of steam coming out.
Yep.
Oh.
It should be okay, but you have to be careful because like the steam is really hot. So if you put your hand over it, then you can burn yourself.
Why would you put your hand over it?
I don't know. Maybe you're doing aerobics here. You know, like
no,
this,
maybe you
and
shouldn't do that then,
you
right?
really want to be careful. Exactly.
Okay. Got it.
Do you want to take a look and see if it's pretty good? If you take a look, it's looking really good. I like how we cook this because you're cooking in the soup. The soup and the noodle is together in action and making the perfect blend of spices and vegetables that you can get from this.
Let's just answer a few questions for our viewers.
Oh, great.
So, how many ingredients are actually in your ramen today?
I would say all the vegetables in the world, but that's a lot, you know? That's a lot of ingredients.
Yeah.
I've actually never counted, but yeah, it's all inside. It's all in here.
So, I mean, with all these ingredients in here,
Yes.
how easy can say a college student make this meal?
It's quite simple, actually. As you can see, you know, we are doing it in a college dorm setting, so it doesn't require too much effort. This one pack, I believe, came in a pack of 20 or something like that. So each one is very cheap, actually. They're very cheap ramen.
How much?
I would say less than $1.
Wow.
I think the 20 pack was about $16, so...
Is that an estimation or a fact?
I think it was an estimation.
Okay. No, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it's ready. So I'm really hungry right now, so this smells really good. Okay, so now it's done. If you want to, take a look and see how it looks in the bowl. So all I'm gonna do is just pour this in. Oh, you have to make sure to take this out because it's gonna continue.
What will continue?
The boiling is going to continue.
What was that?
I think it was
Oh, okay. We should just continue.
Yes. We should get out of here. Okay, so
wait, what?
It just happens once in a while. I've heard it before, and some strange things happen the next day, so I really want to be careful.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be quick here.
Is this relevant to the ramen or?
It could be. Maybe the creature got hungry as well, and
okay.
So we really need to escape from here. But before, I'd like to finish this cook-off show.
Yeah, let's finish up.
You really want to make sure you get all the vegetables in the world. A lot of people got left behind in here, but you know, we just gotta go.
Okay, got it.
So I closed that up, and this is what it looks like. Voila, that's my shin ramen. So
are we missing any ingredients such as cheese?
Oh yeah, definitely. We can put cheese in there. It looks like this. These are truly the best kind of cheese you can get. So
I agree.
This is unopened, so I'm going to open it. Now that it's cooked, you just take one wedge and then you can just like stick it in there.
Just stick it in there?
Yeah, you just stick it in there. You know.
Can you open it any slower or?
Actually, I can open it faster. Just put it in. Right there, in the middle.
In the middle.
Just get it in there.
Dunk it over and over again.
Yep, just stick it in there. So this is it. Please make sure to throw away all your everything that you need to throw away.
How about you thank the viewers for joining us?
Oh yes, thank you so much for joining me in this cook-off show. Thank you. Bye.
Welcome to the Ramen Cook-Off Part 2. This is going to be a little bit of a sped up version, so for those of you low on time, you can really just do this really quick. So we had 2 versions of ramen earlier, now we only have 1. So I'm going to be cooking the one that we bought at the H Mart, the Korean market, because that's our only option at this point. But you know what? This one is delicious. So we're going to go into the pantry again. Oh look, we've already rinsed out the hot pot. It's right here. Fill it with water. If you look in here, there's a minimum line. You want to go just a little above minimum. We'll put less. Well, that's too much. Good. Oh wow. We need to hurry.
Okay,
so I think
that's
that's
good. Okay, that's good.
So don't forget to grab that.
The battery's running low.
Plug it in so that the water can actually boil. Our extension cord's right here, as usual. I mean, that's where we usually place it. This is on low right now. We're gonna turn it all the way up. We're gonna wait for the water to boil. Okay. While we're waiting, you know what we can do? We can actually open the packet to prepare for the dunkage of the noodles. You got that? Okay. So opening these is sometimes tricky, but they put like little perforations on it to make it a lot easier for you to open it. For those of you that do not have scissors in your dorms, okay? So you're just gonna rip that right off.
I didn't know that.
This, I think, as we said earlier, this is all the vegetables in the world. You want to make sure you have that, and also all of your spiciness in the world. Because if you're missing either one of these two items, this will not taste good. Okay, so here are your ramen noodles, the uncooked ones. This is what we're gonna actually dunk in here once this water gets boiling. It's not really boiling yet. You want to just wait on it a little bit. So just wait a little bit.
Is there well, is there anything you can do while you're waiting? You're in such a rush.
Oh my gosh, you know, especially when you're in a hurry, there's so many things you could be doing, like, you know, putting your shoes back on the rack.
But that's not where it goes.
I'm not sure where these came from, so I want to put them away.
Just behind. Okay. Maybe pick out a bowl or something.
Oh, right. You know what? We're going to need a bowl. My favorite are actually the square ones because, you know, round is just, it's so cliche. Everyone's bowls are round these days. So we're just going to pick out, you know, I like blue. It's on top. We're going to use this blue bowl for the ramen. You know, it could be any color really, but blue is a preference of mine, so I'm going to pick it. Maybe we should get a fork too. This is the fork drawer. You know, if you're Asian, which you might be if you're making ramen, you can also use chopsticks. That's reasonable. But I prefer to use a fork because I'm very Americanized, and fork makes it easier for you know, really dunking the noodles into the soup or the water. Right now, it's water right now. So I think we can add the noodles now. Get the whole clump of it. Just stick it in, and it's floating. So that's a great sign. But I'm afraid we might need to add more water, which is not a good idea at this point.
I think it's okay.
Actually, you know what? It's okay.
Okay.
Actually, that's fine.
fine.
See, as was demonstrated by an anonymous
I didn't demonstrate.
third person.
It was on camera.
Oh, okay. So, you can, if you dunk it like this and the water, you know, flows just above the noodles, just like this, you've definitely got enough. Some people don't like these little bits in here. I do. You know why? Because you cannot waste any part of the noodles when you're a college student.
Ew.
Except the ones that fall on the floor. You don't want to eat those.
What a waste.
There's only two. We gotta put a lid on it while it boils, but you know, you kind of first want to just, it's going kind of crazy here. Let's turn it down just a tiny bit because I don't know what's going on in there. Put a lid on it. More waiting. You know what you can do in this time? Actually, you can make sure that you pick up your trash. It seems like it stopped boiling. So what we're gonna do now is, you know, put all the spiciness in the world inside now, because we're really low on time though. You know, you're really hungry. You're a college student. You just want to eat now, so just dump it all in there. Make sure you rip open your vegetables and make sure to get all in there because you want to get all your greens and oranges. Carrots.
Oh.
And then just mix it really well. Just gonna let it boil a little bit more while you get the cheese out of the fridge. We're gonna use the same original creamy Swiss Laughing Cow cheese because this is the best cheese you could possibly put in this type of meal. Just need one wedge. Just get that wedge out. Make sure you put this back in the fridge. You don't want your cheese to go bad because then you can't have any more for next time. It's being really ferocious up in here. So you want to calm it down. You want to turn down the dial a little because you don't want ferocious noodles. You want tasty, civil, peaceful noodles.
It looks really peaceful and good. Yeah.
Yeah, see how it's really calmed down to this nice, tranquil, settling, just like so. You can now actually pour it into your blue bowl, square bowl. Oh no, look at how some of those vegetables just didn't get out. Again, you know, this is what the fork is for. You just want to make sure. I'm not really left-handed, so I can't scoop as well. So they'll just have to stay left behind.
Oh.
But don't forget about your cheese. Look for the red tab, and then you will pull the cheese open just like this. I open it much faster, see. And then you just drop that wedge in there. Just drop it in, and then just dunk it. Just dunk it in there. Look, it's all nice and buried. It's gonna, you know, melt, and it'll really, the flavor of the cheese will just, you know, meld with all the spiciness and all the vegetables in the world and the noodles, and it's just the perfect meal. Thank you for joining us.